had to describe Rockwood with one word, what would it be?
Good one.
Yeah, that word. Can we spell that? How do you spell that?
I don't know.
It would be a lot of letters in a row and then
Or just a
lot of
shrugging emoji.
dots. Yeah. Family fun.
Okay, that's new.
Yeah.
2 words. Right. It's
Hyphenated.
hyphenated. It's hyphenated.
But not to be confused with family fun.
Which?
It's fun, and we're a family.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so tough to say one word. It's,
Yeah, that's why we did the
Yeah, just trying to make it just right off the bat the hard questions.
Yeah, because it's get easier from now.
Okay.
What,
Fun would be my word, but it's so unoriginal.
It's fun. What do you think makes this festival or weekend so special compared to like other things, conventions and stuff?
I think that there are a lot of special things in the fandom, and there are a lot of events that are really special. And I think what makes Rockwood different is the fact that it's unique amongst all of the events. You know, I think that's what makes it special because most of the conventions are supernatural based, and this is kind of supernatural adjacent in that a lot of the guests are actors that have been on Supernatural, and that's how they became musical friends with all of the rest of us. But the event itself isn't about a TV show. It's about music.
Yeah.
And so I think it's unique in that way.
Yeah. Is there a collab or a duet that you're looking forward to this weekend?
Many.
Without specifying the song, can you tell us a bit about what you're planning?
I would say the stuff that I'm excited about isn't the stuff that I'm a part of. The reason I love this weekend so much is because you know some of the collabs that are going to happen, but some of them are very on the spot, you know. So, and we kind of structured the event in such a way that those moments could happen, and we wanted there to be kind of moments of musical impromptu-ness and people kind of taking a chance and saying, well, I kind of know that, let's sing that together and let's do this and let's do that. And so the things I'm most excited about are the things that no one knows are going to happen yet.
That's a good answer.
Inevitably in a jam session there's a moment where someone goes, yeah, why not? And those are always the coolest
That's
parts.
the one we enjoy most too, so that's cool. And since it's like a thing where geeks and nerds kind of meet musicians, is there anything geeky or nerdy that you enjoy, or maybe that you've picked up from interacting with fans or like talking to fans?
I guess my only real nerd-like or geek-like experience would be probably Star Wars related, in the sense that I've always been a big Star Wars fan, and I think I've learned to translate that excitement to other things, you know what I mean? I think part of the reason I feel that way about Star Wars is because it's really nostalgic for me, and I think at some point along the way we're taught not to geek out about stuff.
Yeah.
Less so now than we used to, but not so long ago, Trekkies were the only real out and proud nerds amongst almost all fandoms. And that has changed over the past really decade or more, into a thing where people are not afraid to go, oh yeah, I totally geek out for that. Like, I am an absolute nerd when it comes to this show or this person or this song or this group or this whatever. And I think that's great when you can kind of suspend your buttoned up work, you know, brain and just geek out with your friends about stuff that you guys all
that's what we
enjoy.
love.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Now I geek out about a lot of stuff. It used to just be
That's
Star Wars.
great. We love hearing that. Reading the best.
Yeah. So Rockwood is kind of your baby too. What is it like looking back over the past 5 years and seeing what it's grown into?
Having the last 5 years have been really busy, and so it doesn't feel like 5 years to me. And so, you know, it being a little bit of a milestone, going back and kind of looking through pictures and taking a moment to kind of remember the different years and the different things that happened, and yeah, it's really the first time I've been retrospective about it, because it was always just forward looking and how do we make next year better, and how does, you know, what do we do to make it cool and keep it fun and keep it unique, and now it's more of a you know, this is the first time we've actually taken time to go, oh,
That's nice.
wow, that's 5, wow, this is the 5th time we've done this.
Yeah.
Wow. It's also neat too, because a lot of the people that are playing, they know what's up. You know what I mean? They roll in and they know what we're doing and where we're going and what's happening and what all of the things are, and the acoustic sessions and the jam session and the lounge, you know, all that kind of stuff, you know. And the newbies, you know, Lisa, and I'd call Emily half new. She was only here for a minute last year. You know, if they have a question, someone else in the group's like, oh, well, what that is blah, 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 you know, so that's pretty cool too, to see, you know, a lot of the people that have been here years kind of taking ownership of it and saying like, oh, well, this is what we do. This is how we do that. And, you know, I love that, because like I said, it's not my event, it's everybody's event, and I love it when people feel that way, you know, like it's just a family thing we're all enjoying together.
Yeah. And kind of elaborating on that, you basically met a lot of these people from working on Supernatural conventions, but you've also seen people like from Rockwood grow new relationships as musicians, like releasing songs together, producing albums together. What is that like for you to be like involved in that process? Or
I've always been super collaborative. Like I much prefer events and entities that involve multiple people, and you know, I always feel like the more the merrier. So I feel like I've had some part of that, and Rockwood has had some part of that, but you know, Creation has had a really big part of that. Loud and Swain, I would say, probably has the biggest part of that with Saturday Night Special, and you know, kind of bringing people out of their shell and letting them realize that they are talented and they are rock stars and they are capable of doing amazing musical things. So I'm happy to be a spoke in the wheel that's turning and churning out all this fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to be in the group.
part of it,
Yeah.
part of the journey.
So you have a long history with Europe and Germany. How would you describe your relationship to this location and your fan base here? I've
answered that question a lot recently, just in kind of my personal life, because I've had I moved back to Virginia from LA, and so it's been kind of an interesting conversation to have with people when they say, what do you do? Which in California is, you know, a dime a dozen, but in Bowling Green, Virginia, I think I'm the only person in Bowling Green, Virginia that does what I do, and there aren't a whole lot of people outside of Bowling Green, Virginia that do what I do. And so I get asked the question a lot, like, why Germany? And I always say, I love Germany because Germany, this sounds selfish to say it this way, but I love Germany because Germany loved me. You know, in the very beginning, you know, a decade or more ago, I had the chance to play over here at a Supernatural convention, and I would come back and do small shows, and people showed up. And that's it. That was the start of, you know, the German, the consistency with which I came to Germany. I do love Germany, and I love the people, and everybody's really warm and welcoming, and you know, I feel like I fit in well. But also, you know, in the beginning, when you're trying to make a career out of something, you if it works, you keep doing it. You know, and Germany just always worked. Everybody was always happy to be at a show. They were consistent. They came. They brought friends. They were just super supportive. And in a time when that was not common for me. You know what I mean? I'd play a show in LA or New York or DC, and it would be fine. And I'd play a show in Germany, and I'd have 3 or 4 times the amount of people show up.